Hello, loves. Welcome to Sunday school. This is part 2 of Ascension and evolution through Judah. And it wasn't until Judah came to my home today that this message could be delivered to remind me where he existed in time and space. In ether, the sands of time, inside of the Bible, to bring you back to that moment in time inside of the Bible, back to Egyptian time, back to the days of the pharaohs, back to the days of the Old Testament. This is my King James Bible I've had for many, many years. And I've read through this Bible many a time in my life looking for Christ. And it wasn't until I ascended that I recalled that we ended the end of the prophets here at the end of the Old Testament, which is the truth, the way, the God code, which is the road to heaven or the road to hell, depending on the version of the story you want to be living. You got the New Testament, which is the never-ending story. If you were lucky enough to watch that movie when you were young, and it was one that you kept right here and right here, then you knew your way home. For you knew Revelation would bring you home. You knew God would bring you home. You knew that you would know you inside of the never-ending story, the narrative that will go on forever, that you live inside of and you feed off of. This false narrative, this false matrix, this one. You see how it spins? Which way are you spinning right now? Which way are you pointing your direction right now? And do you know yourself as one of these dots? As one of these crystals right here? That's you. Inside your own trilogy that you created as your own personal never-ending story. Let's just breathe that in for a minute so that we can be with this and be with why Judah is insignificant for us today, because he came to me last night and he came to me again this morning, and I'm wondering, where the fuck is Jesus? So I will continue on my journey until I see him, because that's my mission, to remind you of him. And I have come down with congestion, and I am well. Why? What mucus is coming up inside of you that you're not willing to handle? What is coming up inside of you that you keep wanting to choke down? I can't keep my throat wet enough today. I cannot get enough water today. Ions, the sun, and the solar flare, and the solar plexus are wanting to communicate with you. This voice inside of you, it's stuck right here. This part of you right here is choking, and you're going to choke yourself. That's what's coming. You're going to choke yourself. You won't be able to breathe because you've created a life inside of this false narrative, and you won't see the truth right dab in front of you. Right smack dab in your face. You won't want to accept it. You have turned your back to the one true God for so long because you never actually bothered to find him on your own. Like I did. To the Most High and Mighty Prince, James, by the grace of God, King of Great Britain, France, and Ireland, defender of the faith, and small c dot. I know me, and I know you, and I know him, and I know us, and I know everything, for we are one. I know the significance of the small c, and I know the significance of the dot. And so will you. Either way, either direction you go in this moment, whichever road you take, you're still a dot. You'll live inside this forever, or you will live with King James forever in his magical kingdom, in his biblical times, in his magical text, where it is all light and love, and it is galactic. It is Malachi. Chapter 1 of Malachi. The Jews despise the Lord by offering polluted bread upon the altar, and by sacrificing animals and blemishes, the Lord's name shall be great among the Gentiles. I spoke about the Melchizedek kingdom. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith. I got it in my mouth, it's so dry. Do you see that the wind blew me open to remind you of the timeline that we're in? And this might be a couple videos. This is going to be a biblical series because I'm in Malachi and I got to take you back to Judah. And I got to take you back to Bathsheba so that you can see Judah in Beersheba. And this is exciting. This is what I do now. I am here to proselytize, and speak the word. Okay? So let's go. Let's remember who we are. Malachi. The burden of the world, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Jacob's ladder? Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. My Bible's kind of falling apart because I had to make it my own, and now I'm going to need more tape. Verse 3. And I hated Esau, and I may be pronouncing that wrong. Esau sounds correct. And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Damnation forever. If I were you, I'd be listening to me right now. And your eyes shall see, and you shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If he then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear, saith the Lord of hosts unto you. O priests that despise my name. And you say, wherein have we despised my name? Oh, you know, it's in the children. You offer polluted bread upon my altar. And you say, wherein have we polluted you, God? In that you say, the table of the Lord is contemptible. You put him in contempt. And by doing so, you put yourself in your own contemptive court, your own legal system, your own justice system. Do you see that? You created him, creating you, creating him over and 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 over through time. Over and over and over and over like a locomotive spinning a wheel. Spin that wheel, ride that monkey all you want. You want this? You still want more of this shoved down your fucking throat? More bullshit? More narcissistic, selfish, sabotaging bullshit of a storybook written for you to get out of? To find your own way back home? Every single clue of life is in this book. But you were so determined to live your own life. Have your own life. You forgot something. You made a promise and an agreement. And that time has come for you to remember that promise and that agreement for yourself, for your love and your light, and for everybody. Malachi, Judah, and Jesus. Kids are walking back. Here we go. This is gonna be a while, guys. It's gonna take some time. Gotta get this. You get to create your life right now. And it can be magic, and you can go home and be home with us. And remember that this narcissism, this Kabbalicism, this cannibalistic society is done. It's bankrupt. It's deleted. The code's deleted for this. Your codes are being deleted every day at such a hard-hearted way. Oh, hard-hearted, difficult way. For you, not for me. Not for me. I don't need you anymore. It's you who now needs me. And it's me who now needs him. And that's all I need. And that's all I care for. And that's all I want. And inside of all of that is all of you. So if I have to sit here every day and read you Bible and show you that saying fuck doesn't really matter and your judgments of it is what's wrong, then I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to push every button you have until you wake the fuck up. And that's what he wants you. That's his commandment. His commandment, number 1, wake the fuck up. Let's carry on. Okay, I'm going to end there. I'm going to pause, check on my kiddos, take a drink, because this is almost at 15 minutes, and this is how I monitor myself on Instagram while I'm doing these videos. Be with Malachi and be with what I just said, and be with the 2 versions of that road. And which one are you going to go? Because there's a split in the middle right now. I'll be back.